Hey, yo, it's your gender bender prophet coming at you with a random inspired message, along with a little story, a little tidbit. So, if you would like to support the channel for free videos such as these, you can do energy exchange donations. You can get a healing Reiki session or a personal card reading. The Reiki session gets channeled messages, and the card readings always get a little bit of Reiki in them too. Like, it's me. I'm here to help heal. So if you want a session with me, however the case may be, the descriptions and instructions for the services will be down below in the information box, along with my pricings, which are flexible. Please reach out if you feel you can't afford it, and you can join me on Patreon for monthly contributions, and Facebook and Instagram for daily guidance, and that's it. All right, so I have 2 decks nearby. You're propped up on my knee. You're on Daddy's knee. How you doing? All right, so I have the Gaia Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno, and I have nearby the Druid Craft Tarot by Will Worthington and Philip and Stephanie Cargom. All right, now. So let's see what's going on here. A lot of emotions being shifted. Now, when I said in my thank you video, if you haven't seen that and you want to hear a thank you, you know, you can go and pop over there. But if you feel my love, I'll just say, like, I got on a soapbox, like, a little bit, not really, but I said that I was pro-vegan, which, you know, generally speaking, I am. But just so you know, like, rigidity serves no one, especially when Spirit is trying to give you a gift. All right. So I've been getting messages about birthday every time I choose to be a little bit different. Happy birthday, this, that, and whatever. I've had quite a healing week. I'm going to be waiting to transition physically before changing my name or the channel's name or whatever. I'm Chelsea, and I'm Christ Incarnate, and I'm a man in a woman's body. Hello. And my favorite cake has always been carrot cake with that cream cheese icing. And it's been my birthday cake for a while in my family. And today, in my upbringing, I should say, we love them from afar. And today, feeling death in my form, feeling totally faithful, projecting that peace and true, it's tranquility. I've never known that before, and it feels really strange, but really lovely. And a fellow, shall we say, traveler? She doesn't really travel, but car dweller. I stepped out of Starbucks, and I was headed to the car, and she was parked right next to me. We know each other's cars by now. And she was like, "Hey, Chelsea, do you want a cupcake?" And I'd been vegan for a little bit. And I was like, "I'd love a cupcake." And she gave me, because, you know, it was such a kind gesture. And yeah, I'm not one to turn down free food. You know, thank you, Krishna, for coming in the form of a fish. What was that? What movie was that? The one with the tiger. And I had a birthday, and I accepted the gift. Is it vegan? No. Was it made with love? As much as it could have been. Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions, healing, and reflection. Now, this healing, as I heal, I can tell you in different terms, because it's reached a different version, a new chakra, you know, different energetic health. The Moonlight Goddess is healing. That's the thing, isn't it? A word has a different connotation to your different energetic state. What's in a name? Not rigidity. And names are fluid. Oh. So this healing, I want you to do some homework now. And I want you to purge your concerns onto the page with your hand, with your body, with your form. All your worries, your concerns is the word. Write your concerns down. If you can, sleep with it under your pillow and allow for a dream to come in. See where that practice gets you. Get some more messages. 13, numbers of changes. Inspiration and ascension. Right? Reflection, where have you been? What are you now? What might you become? A hidden gift. Beginnings and endings. Death of fear is a weird thing to experience just because it's different, it's new, and in that newness comes an unknown, and that unknown can either be scary or exciting. Right? So whatever situation you find yourself in, whatever cosmic press is pushing you to go forward and become something else, someone else, transmute, transform from the pressure, a new beginning. It I didn't have it nearby, but it's within arm's reach. Messenger Oracle by Ravine Fallon. My words stopped and I saw me pulling a card from this deck. We just listen to those urges that come from an open state of feeling vulnerable, but casting a spell of trust so that any return is of your liking. Sometimes the cards want to be shuffled this way, FYI, because it cleanses at the same time. Speaking of, yeah, I'm a witchy folk. You're the ancient ones. You're the ancient ones. So, we wanted to fly, so we invented the plane. We wanted to rule, so we invent boundaries, borders. All that is disconnection from the forces of creation. The best way you can rule is to release your fears. The ancient ones, our fears are so fabricated. The ancient ones didn't worry about rent or having enough money for food. She was the food. I had a man tell me, here we go. Storytime, kids. I had a man tell me once this week, older gentleman, sickly, for drug-free America, all that. He was so hurting, disconnected from the divine. Where does sickness come from? Where does ailment come from? Yourself. Even science, now that it's pointing its eye toward a little bit of metaphysical, Nikola Tesla, your prediction is coming true. Fibromyalgia is connected to suppressed childhood trauma. You know, our bodies are trying to teach us something. Also, story time. I mean, embracing this masculine, this is accepting your personal responsibility for your own well-being. The healthier I become in my vibration, the more the happenstance, the reflection happens outside of my body and less within my body. I used to get tonsillitis 4 times a year. I wrote it in the book. Pray that it gets picked up, seen by an agent, and liked. And the last time I had a bout of tonsillitis was when I started finally to speak my truth. It was so bad I wanted my tonsils out. My parents, they couldn't care. They couldn't care. Which was part of the problem. And then when I started speaking my truth, it never happened again. I still got colds, sore throats. Sickness is a part of life. But it doesn't have to be if we can learn how to heal. Is it going to be eradicated in one lifetime? No, not necessarily. But the first complete step toward that can happen within one lifetime. But that's the beauty of reincarnation. That's the beauty of evolution. That's the beauty of Christ consciousness. We are the same soul, making different decisions in a vast spectrum. Coming and going. The old man wanted to convince me, full circle, the old man wanted to convince me that we have to produce to be valuable in society. And I was like, no, we do not. The frog does not produce. The bird does not produce. And I told him, I was like, that's a human fabrication, friend. There's a force inside of you that knows what is right. It is divine. It is headstrong. Because, he's made of tree. He's deeply rooted. One more from the Messenger Oracle. We are legion. We are one soul. Making choices in the vast spectrum of life. So when nature speaks to you, when the trees say, hey, when the birds come, when the critters come, that's you. And if you can work your imagination a little bit, you can feel what they're trying to tell you. It's not all intellectualism. It's not about looking up the totems. It's about hearing what that creature has to say. By imagining being in their form, understanding their body language, how they would use it, how they are using it to communicate with you. Is nature lost? No. Is nature sick? Not as sick as we would think. Really. Only as sick as humanity is. And that's not that much. There's hope. There's a lot of hope. Right? 75% chance of a full recovery. Take that individually as well. The more you see yourself in the outside world and the more willing you are to reciprocate and be a part of that connection, the easier ascension becomes. And that's not even the real deal. The real deal with this card, this energy, is to be respectful of everyone, including yourself, and everything. because inanimate objects have energy too. Now, I want to get to a little bit more structure here. With this deck, what are our struggles? As a collective, what is our struggle? 7 of Wands. Hold on, I'm seeing a little bit more here. Our struggle. The collective struggle. Queen of Swords. And having a good defense, a good membrane, a solid membrane, strong boundaries in a way that treats others the way you would like to be treated. Other struggles? The Empress and King of Pentacles. That's a good feel. We so aspire to see the physical, to be a master, to be at ease, feel abundant, feel like this force will not betray us, and we can work this force. Philanthropist, I just heard. A lot of us have that dream. That's not our job. This is. Now, that's not to say that this won't come, but that is to say that this is the ruling force. The combination of all the queens, the feminine ruler, the ultimate feminine mother, all mother force that lives and speaks through you. Trusting her to provide in that way. Healing mother issues, if there are any around. This all mother, love is the cure-all. And if you had been unloved or struggling to feel loved by your mother at this present point in time, there's another mother. And she lives within you. And she is your guide to help you nourish and replenish and take action and co-create in a way that is extra, which is the masculine force. Nowhere for the masculine energy to go if the feminine didn't realize herself in the first place. God let the moved upon the waters, biblical, first the feminine, then the masculine. That's the way it ought to be respected in our minds, especially including masculine embodiers. You are half woman, masculine. You were born of a woman, and your fetus started out as a woman. You're closer to that force than you know. So that's our struggle. What's our aid? I don't want to go too long, because a 20-minute video on average takes 2 hours to upload. Okay, so 9 of Cups, feeling really good, feeling fulfilled, feeling like your wishes count for something, that you are connected into the collective, so coming full circle and knowing of its eventual return. Priceless. What else is going to help us? Yeah, so don't get too caught up in the artwork. I'm actually writing down ideas. I'm not a terribly artistic person, but I have ideas for images of a deck, so I'm hoping to collaborate with an artist at some point in time. So don't get too jarred by the artwork. But 5 of Pentacles. This is allowing things for change, right? Got to spend in order to gain. The death is a birth. Anytime I die and choose something else and be different, I get a happy birthday message from the universe. Okay? So 5 is a number of changes. It's about going with the flow for ultimate gain. It may not be pleasant, but that's only because we've been taught to be clogged and resist flow. So keep imagining, keep wishing. Don't get in your own way by being reluctant to changes. Judgment, that rebirth. Because you're your harshest critic. You know, don't judge yourself harshly. Don't judge anyone harshly. Treat yourself as you would want to be treated. Look how far you've come. Look where you are now compared to where you've been, and take the time to daydream about how far you can go from this moment. The dark side of the moon is your friend. Just because they do not say hello to you does not mean that they are not a part of the force that moves the waters of the oceans and your blood every month. You are 70% water. You have just as much mystery as her. You don't know how, you just know that. She has influence. And there's more than just her influence on you. So take it easy on yourself. Embrace the mysticism of this experience of life. We don't have to know everything. We don't have to have a plan. Do they produce? Or do they howl with the moon just 'cause they're there with her? And what's coming? What's coming? The near future. Knowing what it is that you want, what would fill all of your chakras, how you feel in a healthy Merkaba, in a healthy aura, balanced and turned on. Not taking no for an answer. Going forward in your thought space with this backing that up. Again, with that more feminine energy, giving the masculine energy a cause to act. And the feminine energy of emotional fulfillment. You know what it is that you need to do. You know what changes you're going to be willing to make or let happen, right? Because that's going to get you to your dream come true. Hermit. Only you can hear spirit in the way that you can. Only your body speaks to you in whatever way it does. Only you are living your experience. That's the blessing of it. Hello, sliver of spirit in another form. Namaste, right? Getting aligned, getting in tune, following your feet. Shedding doubt, shedding fear of consequence of return, fear of your own karma. Balance yourself, right? Because that's really going to get you pleasant surprises and heal a lot of the pains that come from toxicity. Toxic femininity exists. And going from the beginning, you know, first the feminine, then the masculine. It's so muddled, actually. There's too many. Never mind. I just saw an equal division and my statement kind of like null and void, so never mind. But do embrace the feminine force of nourishing trust. The earth, as long as she is here, will give. And you can trust yourself to take action on what is real. Right? You know, veganism is a division amongst the people. It's a delusion like everything else in this world. The kindness matters. The love matters. Not defining it might be a bit of a discipline, but also going in with this sense of truth. Really, you're moving forward. We are all moving forward with this sense of truth. Our divine masculine knows what's up because our divine masculine knows what's up because our divine feminine knows what's up. Alrighty. There it is, y'all. Thank you for allowing me to be your channeler, your medium into the collective divine consciousness, into the unity legion soul. Take care. Rock on. I love you for loving yourself. Thank you to all who contribute in any way, shape, or form. Deeply and truly, I am honored. And I love you. And please pray for me and the book. Because I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm excited. Did I do it right? Am I gonna fail? I'm in the third week of like a 4-week waiting period, and if by the end of 4 weeks no one nibbles, it's like, so then I'll have to cross that bridge when I get there. All right, take care, y'all.